Welcome to another edition of Rivals. I'm Scott Mitchell. That man over there is none other than Jason Buck, Outland Trophy winning, famous football player from BYU, Super Bowl ring welding guy from Idaho, who loves to wrestle with the bulls.
Yes.
He's the second famous thing out of Idaho other than potatoes.
Next to potatoes.
Yes. So Rivals has arrived, and we're going to go to What If. We love what ifs. We love ifs, ands, ors, buts, could have, should have,
who knows what's going
would've.
to come out of his head.
Yes. So here it is, Jason.
What?
Would you rather be done with the football season after it's over, or play one round in the playoffs and go home? Which one would you rather do?
Without any type of hesitation whatsoever, playoffs.
Even if you knew. Like, let's say you just barely made it in the playoffs, Jason, and you're playing like the hottest team on the planet. Let's say you're playing the best New England Patriots team and Tom Brady, or maybe you're playing, I don't know, Drew Brees in New Orleans, and half your defense, and you know that you're
beat
done.
up and hurt, and
you know you're done. So I know, because I know what you're going to say.
Because you know me.
So say it, and then.
I guess because I'm like, it just doesn't matter. The competitor in you, if you always have hope, right? Even if you're beat up, black and blue, injured, and you got pride, you're going out there to just lay it all out on the line like it's the last game of your life, and you're gonna, in your mind, at least that's why I always prepared it. I didn't care if I was in that situation you were talking about, and you're playing the hottest team in the NFL, I would still come out and play every play like it's the last play of my life, and like I was going to win that dang game, and I'd have hope. I'd really believe I could win that game. You know, I'd just take it on my shoulders.
So you're like,
that's why I prepared it. I love the thrill of it, Scott. I mean, the sound of the stadium goes to this level in the playoffs versus here. You know what I'm saying? The intensity level goes up here. The speed of the game. I mean, just the thrill of it. Everything's so much higher in playoffs.
So you're like, have you ever heard my scorpion and duck analogy?
No.
Would you like me to share it with you?
We've been fishing, and you didn't tell me about that.
Well, it didn't fit the fishing scenario. So there's a duck and a scorpion on this little island, and torrential rain pour. It's like, I mean, it's really bad. And it's like seconds before this island is going to be swallowed up by water. The scorpion begs the duck, could I get on your back and can you swim to the shore so I don't drown? And the duck says, why, of course. So the scorpion gets on the duck's back. They start swimming. They get almost right to land. And the scorpion stings the duck, which is now going to die. And so is the scorpion.
Yeah.
And the duck looked at the scorpion and said, why did you do that? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And the scorpion said, I'm a scorpion. That's what I do. So I get the analogy. Like, it doesn't matter.
I have friends like that. I've had some friends like that.
If there's no hope.
Yeah.
If it's that we're going to lose this game. If it's the last game. If it doesn't mean anything, you still want to play it because that's who you are. Yeah. That's what you do. And as a professional athlete, to even get to that level, to get to where you go, I made it here, I succeeded here, and I succeeded here because I want to play in a playoff game that I know I'm going to lose. That's going to be the last game of the year. There's never this word of quit.
No.
If I had just one more quarter, if I had just one more play, if I had just one more season, I could make it happen.
I can win. We can be the Cinderella team. We can win it. It's Scott, you and I both know guys on our team, and they're the guys in the game that you would see take plays off.
Yes.
Right? They would know, hey, it's not third and long, it's a smash mouth run play, so I'm going to check out and I'm just going to kind of stand up off the ball and watch everybody else play. And I mean, I'd never disrespected anything more than that when I'd watch film of other NFL teams and I'd see guys just show up for a third and long, pass rush and then stand there the next two plays. I hated that. And those are the kind of guys that would be like, hey, let's go home, my bags are packed, I don't want to go to the playoffs, let's get out of here. I mean, I had no respect for him.
There's a certain amount of respect and reverence and decorum about playing professional football.
Yeah.
It's a tremendous opportunity that so few get to actually participate in.
Yeah.
The numbers are staggering. The percentages, the chance that you even get to be there, just to get to be there is so minuscule compared to how many people actually play football in high school and college. It's so hard. And so there's this there's a way to behave. There's a way to perform. There's a way to reverence and respect the game. And it doesn't matter if there isn't any hope. It doesn't matter if there's not an opportunity.
Yeah.
You go out there and you give it all that you have for every moment. Because I can tell you the last game I ever played in was meaningless. We're 4-11.
Oh.
We're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Been there, man.
It's -9 degrees. And there's like no fans in the stand.
Right.
And I have a sprained MCL.
Oh.
And they go, you don't have to play in the game today.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, there's no way I'm not going to play in this game today. Because they're like, it means nothing. There's like, and it's like, they're not like, we're going to sit. If you want to play, you can play. And I'm like, I want to play. And I was able to score a touchdown really late in the game that essentially led to us winning the game. And it was my last play in the NFL. Oh. And so for me,
it was.
I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't go to the Super Bowl. I didn't win a Super Bowl. I'm not in the Hall of Fame. But I can tell you that the way I played my career from day one to the last day, was I gave it all that I had. And that means as much to me as any Super Bowl ring or anything. I mean, don't get me wrong.
No, I 100% understand.
I did it the right way.
You did it the right way.
The whole way
and you're the kind of guy I would want to play with, right? You'd be my teammate because in the NFL, and I think old school, I don't know if it's as much now. We have guys like this nowadays, but I think it's this newer generation doesn't have the heart we had. We'd have a lot of players back in the day it was like the Alamo, right? If it didn't matter if you were just bleeding, cracked bones, wrapped up, spatted. We're in the war room, we called it, getting ribs shot up and shoulders shot up and ankles shot up and toes and Novocaine, and so you can still go out and play that game and play it with everything you got and leave it all out on the field. So like you said, when you leave that field at the end of your career, you can say, I always gave it everything I got, clear down to the last play of my life. And you have that pride, because I think that's one of those great life lessons that football teaches, that it espouses, that rugged individualism of America football.
And there are times you don't want to do it.
Yeah. Like
you go, I don't want to do this. There are times in life when things are hard and you push through and you show up when it's not convenient, it's not easy, and a lot more success goes your way, and you live with yourself at the end of it, and it's a good thing. All right, this round of Rivals is now over.
And we'll go off to our corners.
He's Jason Buck.
And I'm Scott Mitchell.
Unfortunately or fortunately, we are related. You can text Rivals to 65537. Go to those social sites and like us right there in the corner. Dial us up on that phone of yours. And until then, we'll catch you soon.